Hi, Nora with Bolt Financial Group. Wanting to shoot this video because we get a ton of questions about emergency fund. What should my emergency fund be? And I also wanted to touch base on something that I think a lot of people don't consider impacts your emergency fund. And so if you do a quick Google search on what's a safe or what should my emergency fund be, you'll see a lot of expert opinions on stating a safe number is anywhere from 3 to 6 months of expenditures tucked away in that emergency fund. Now, working with clients in several different industries, we know this is just not the case. It really depends on what industry you're in. Are you in sales? Is it high commissions? Are you a sole earner of your family? Are you changing jobs constantly? Do you have different short-term goals? It's really, the emergency fund is not a one-size-fits-all, and it really depends on your specific situation. Now, one thing I kind of want to look at on a different angle, talking about the emergency fund, is that if you determine what that amount needs to be and you just have that sitting in cash in a savings account, you may not realize what you're actually losing out on that account. Inflation rates in the past, on average, increase about 2% year over year. With most recently, the last couple of years, we've seen that under 2% increase. Now, if you do some research, you have some expert opinions stating that post-pandemic inflation rates are going to resemble post-World War II inflation rates, where we actually saw those increase in the double digits. You may hear the Fed stating that they are doing an average target rating for inflation, which means that if you have this target of inflation rate and you're undershooting that, which we have in the past, they actually can direct monetary policy to increase to go above that average rating. So what does that mean? Again, it's all opinions. It's definitely information you need to be aware of, but we could potentially see some higher inflation rate increases after this pandemic. And so what we do with clients is we determine whatever that emergency fund number needs to be. We put a portion of that in savings, so it's extremely liquid. You can just go on your phone, move it over for any expenses that come up month to month or bills. And then the rest of that emergency fund, we actually get working for you. So we will typically put that in a brokerage account, extremely liquid, very conservative, low risk. And the specific goal of that brokerage account is to outpace inflation. And so kind of how we diversify that is, instead of putting all your emergency fund in a savings account that's losing out year to year, we put a portion in the savings account and then a portion of that in the market working for you in a very conservative liquid brokerage account. If you have any questions about your specific situation, questions about emergency fund, feel free to reach out to us at boltfinancialgroup.com.